What's up? Welcome to 15 of Roll Cool, now on Spotify and Apple Music and Stitcher and Amazon and everywhere, I think. Finally did that. 0 views, though, on all of those things. So, was it worth it? We'll see.
How do you get a view on Apple Music? Be a listener?
I don't know what they're called. Like,
let's not get into the technical aspects.
There's people with synesthesia out there. They could probably view it.
That's not true. They don't exist.
They do exist.
I'm taking a hard stance.
I'm taking a soft sit.
All right. Well,
I hate soft sit.
I also hate soft sit.
Soft sit's the worst thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
That can't be true.
You're all welcome. You're welcome, Internet.
Ever.
Yes.
You heard it here first.
Well, before we get started, subscribe to YouTube, subscribe to TikTok. We're at like almost 5K on TikTok, which is funny.
Speaking of that,
that is funny.
That's fun.
We get like 14 likes a video.
We've got a segment coming out next week called Damage to the Enemy, where we roast your dumbass comments. Ooh. So,
yes,
if you would like to watch that.
Yeah. And if you would like to not watch it, don't watch it.
It's as easy as that.
If you'd like to participate, say something stupid. Go make friends out there in the comments and see what they're all about. Also, we're starting making a living world that's going to be running adjacent to our stream on Discord. So if you're interested, sign up. We're going to be testing it for a bit and then figuring out how that's going to actually unfold. So without further ado...
How does that work exactly? Yeah. They'll be playing in the Discord and it will affect stuff that happens in our game, right?
Yes. And we'll be affected by stuff in the game as well.
Okay. Interesting.
Yep.
Side note, Dave, your kink stuff off stream, please. Yes. It's YouTube. Never mind. Put it on. I forgot we were on YouTube. You
put it on.
It's my choker.
Can you guys hear my sound effects?
Was there a slide whistle?
You don't have voice mod on, do you? I think you turned it off last week or this week.
Oh, one moment, please.
Stand
Danny,
by.
I heard you had an announcement.
Stand by.
Nope.
Does that sound different?
Why did I hear that? Oh, that's crazy.
Can you hold up your thing again?
Yeah.
On camera?
Have you checked your bottle?
God damn it. Nice.
All right. I finally set up my stream deck too, so I can just button push shit. All right. We're good. That was all our announcements. Let's fucking do it.
You guys want to see my dong?
Wait, happy birthday.
Oh, fuck, yes. Fuck.
Happy
Doesn't
birthday.
Doesn't matter. Too
Happy
late.
birthday.
Fuck me.
No, do it in the voice.
I have.
Cut off.
Yeah, it cut off. Happy birthday, yo.
Hey!
Well,
How old are you?
last week in the basement.
I've got props.
All right, so last week in the basement of the Iridian Mansion, you guys talked about and released some prisoners, including Surge and the Tips. Convinced them to go on a slapping spree to break the charm of everyone around in the town that has been captured by this evil vampire, Tebrin. Well, on that journey, you guys made your way further and deeper into the cave system underneath the mansion, finding Tebrin and the Arc Druid and a bear in a little purple-backed tank, looked to be under some sort of in some sort of sedation, as Tebrin took a couple of hits out of him, and as you guys destroyed him, he vaporized into a mist and went to escape. So that is where we left off last week, and that's exactly where we'll pick up. Oh, well, he was also torturing a mind flayer, but we'll get to that. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a doozy. Jesus,
the mist,
my head
catch
hurt.
it! I'll chase
the
and
what?
try and grab the mist.
Is your arm just kind of... Is it...
No! What kind of dark
It takes like...
magic is
It goes,
this?
goes around the... goes through the ground and is hovering on the floor, kind of disappears through the little fog.
Does it feel cold or anything?
It does, and as you kind of go through it a little bit, you got blood stains on your hand and your gloves, but it seemed to be avoiding the sunlight of Pem. But
Can I try and toll the dead it?
it moves very quickly. It's just hard.
Flew away from us.
Yes.
Val.
So, just to recap,
There's Val.
did the bear die, or did he just really take a lot of hits off of it? I don't remember if he hit it to death. Did he smoke it? Did he burn his fingers? Or is he...
He smoked the Arc Druid to death. The bear tank he only hit once, and he didn't.
Yeah, the Arc Druid's not a loss.
There's
I'm gonna-
still,
We all are...
There's a mind flayer caged up on the wall too. Remember, guys? So
Yeah, we should kill that thing.
I was just trying to get up to date. We haven't...
Perhaps
I believe
we should
Lionel was talking
interrogate.
to it. I
Yeah.
believe Lionel had approached.
He did.
So as you approach, you see this frail. There's stab wounds and markings all over its exposed body. It's next to it, sitting kind of on a pedestal, is a piece of purple carapace-like armor, which you can see on the inside of it are these black tentacles looking to just kind of...
Can you
It
change
seems
the,
to be alive.
TaleSpire map?
I'm just gonna theater of the mind here.
Okay.
Can I? I'll shove the armor pieces aside with my cane.
It's on a separate thing. So he's
it's on a
picture
separate
him
thing.
being.
Okay.
Yeah. It looks like it was taken. Looks like it was taken off of him and placed to the side.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But you can just observe that they're in the underside of the armor. There's these black tentacles. So it looks in a way that it's alive. And underneath the mist that Tebrin vaporized into, there is the other bracer and a ring with a little face on it that has a little mask. And his sword is still on the ground too.
Oh,
Lionel assessment.
Seems as there's something crawling around in this armor set.
Do I know what mind flayers are?
I think we rolled that last week. I don't think any of us really have a clue. I think it was more of just fairy tale type of boogeyman type of knowledge.
I guess, do I recognize the fairy tale to this creature? Is that dot connected, or am I what's this thing?
No, it was very boogeyman story.
Right, but I guess I'm asking, on visualization, do I go, oh man, that's a boogeyman? Or, you know what I'm saying? Even though I don't know anything about it,
Sure,
am I visually
make a
able
history
to
check. connect
connect this to that being the boogeyman natural one? What is it? Lionel, this creature's like nothing I've seen before.
Plus, it would be unrecognizable because all of his tentacles are off, right?
Yeah.
So
So
it
his
just looked
face
like
tentacles
something
are off,
completely
and there's a portion of his brain that is, you can see into his
Exposed.
brain, but it's also, you can see that there's a piece almost carved out of it.
Yeah, there is.
And he definitely looks weak and gaunt.
Has he made contact to me? Who's he?
I believe through the combat, and then as combat was settling, he has one by one made contact with each of you, asking to be freed.
Who are you and why are you here?
Looks up and
It's
looks
okay.
or shifts his gaze from Lionel to you, Oh, beer burps.
My name is Urazonga.
Urazonga?
Yeah. Yes.
What, he got a machine he turns on when he talks? I love like the heavy machinery noise in the background. It sounds like every time he talks, a train drives by.
That was called adjust the cosmic horror setting. Sorry, I'm a little new to this whole telepathy thing.
Oh, he's shy. he's the shyest one. Sorry, I'm new.
He only speaks with telepathy, and you can see his kind of face is fucked up. So
as he's kind of switching his gaze over to the fuck's your name? Quoben. I'm going to try and unshackle him, I guess.
Oh.
Okay, make a deep soul check.
Oh, hold on.
A what?
Oh, yeah.
Are you doing this stealthily, or do I full on see this happen?
No, you full blown see it happen.
One moment before we do what it asks.
How do we know we can trust this?
Precisely.
You trusted all the other people that were tied up and chained. Why not this one?
Sort of a enemy of my enemy is my friend.
I hate when you use logic against me, and you know that.
Sorry, sir. He just looks like he's in pain.
I told you to watch the logic around me.
Yeah, I said, Lionel's right.
I'm gonna keep going ahead and doing
in response, I would say that none of the other people we freed were Eldritch Horrors.
9.
Also, now we're just going to, because he's a horror, we must kill him?
No, I didn't say that. I said we should ask a few questions.
Lock it with a little more time and you could take another check at it.
Why are you here? Why did he attack you? Why are you tied up? We're not just going to free you without any knowing you could be dangerous. Please see it from our point of view.
Yes.
I was captured by Manchun.
Is that the fellow we just fought?
No, that is not him. His boss, and then this little vampire stole me from him.
Who is his boss? I don't think we met.
So when you say he stole you, I am guessing he left?
Is he talking to all of us or just Quoben?
He's speaking telepathically, so just whoever's addressing, he's responding to that person.
Okay, never mind.
So it's just me? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was
to what purpose
broadcast.
Were you captured? Why have they kept you like this? Why have they done this to you? To what end were they seeking?
This vampire wanted to know where the Vault of Secrets was. The creation of Manchun's.
And he's misplaced this Vault of Secrets?
No, Tebrin doesn't know where it was.
So he was undermining.
Yes.
And do you know where this is?
I have an idea.
And do you know what it contains? Why must it not be found? Why doesn't Manchun want it found?
Manchun finds things and keeps relics and whatnot, or at least what I've heard, in the Vault of Secrets.
If you are released, what kind of promise can you give for the safety of these people, that you will not be a threat.
I have no dealings with the townsfolk. I would like to go back to my homeland.
Lionel, is the lock coming along?
It's getting this. It's definitely a difficult one. They wanted him locked up for sure.
Well, do you have a name?
Yes. Udazonga.
That's right, you've told me, it just didn't... Lionel, did you catch that?
That's Udazonga.
I spelled the Lionel. Well, Udazonga, we have no dealings with you, so we have no reason to keep you here, and I don't know why you've been chained and tortured, but if you have committed a crime, I would think that this has been just punishment.
I was stolen by the deep dwarves, tortured for years and years.
Years and... How long have you been captive?
I've lost track of time. The dwarves are who did this to my face. Removing my great magic abilities that were given to me and bestowed upon me by the Illithids. Manchun did this to my head.
And he kind of like gestures to the top of his head.
Yes, that looks like it hurts quite a lot. Well, we'll free you. We were under the impression that Teberin was the mastermind of this operation and the reason this town has been run to the ground. Are you telling us that that is not the case? There's another pulling the strings behind this town's demise?
Teberin is but a pawn in a great game of chess.
So what... Where is this?
His stories are correct. The whole reason he's a vampire is because he stole from the first bit of the Vault of Secrets. Then Manchun cursed him with vampirism and put him under his liege.
Is Manchun here? In this town?
No. He's come up a few times, but I've rarely ever seen him. I haven't seen him since.
Come up? Are you implying that he is in the Underdark?
Yes. He's in a city in the Underdark called Mantal.
Alright, have I heard of that?
Make a history check.
Nope.
Ask him if the other guy is also a vampire.
One moment, this has gotten quite out of my hands.
I don't even know. We only hear one side of it.
I'll be honest, thing. This has gotten really, really concerning very quickly.
Have I gotten him out yet, or am I still working on that?
Yeah, with some time,
So I'm on the other shackle.
Yeah. As he undoes one, you can see that he's got. As you get closer to undo his, left or right, whichever one you started with, you see, like he's got the markings that he's been in some form of handcuffs for quite some time. And as you do it, his like, he's got like these tentacly hands that almost like he like
hot
touches your back in a weird, like in a really strange, like in a tactile way, but as like a little tentacle. Thank you.
In a weird way.
Okay.
Well. Oh God, Utazonga, was it?
Yeah.
I must say that this news is quite concerning. Do you believe that the threat to this town is over now that Teberin has been vanquished?
Everything above ground is most likely done with.
Though this town can continue going on.
Yes.
Is Mangoon? He up to something nefarious?
Mangoon. New name.
Yes. I'm not quite sure what he was planning, but he definitely was interested in whatever was in my brain that he took from me, and also whatever experiments he was doing on the townsfolk.
He appeared to just be injecting them with some kind of serum. Pam, what did you find about the serum that was being injected?
I don't think I've had time to look at it.
You looked at it briefly, and I feel like it was almost like a sedative, and then also had some like strange like tentacly shit inside of it that is kind of aligning.
I do
with...
remember that now.
Cool.
It had I actually did write that down.
I genuinely don't remember this guy's name though.
There was
Manchun and Udazonga.
They were injecting. It had Mind Flayer blood in it, so they were using his blood probably.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Do you have any concept of what your blood would do inside of a humanoid? I don't know where my pens are.
I do not, but with some time I could probably figure it out. The Illithids have been studied and feared for quite some time.
Well, we will certainly release you from your prison. What you do after is your choice. I cannot promise that we will help against this Manchun character. I don't know how much we have to do with him. Our goal is simply to put this town to peace and stop the kidnappings, which we appear to have done.
Well, I can't go back to the Underdark here. I will surely be found. So, I ask for a little bit longer your protection in the above ground.
Well, we have a church. And we're friends with an innkeeper and a brewer. So, other than those three places, I don't know how much protection we can offer, but I would assume that you would be welcome. They owe us quite a mighty favor.
Perfect. I will need something to hide myself, I can't imagine.
Right. Okay. I look around. Is there anything in immediate eyesight? I'm looking for I'm thinking maybe Archdruid's clothes. I'm thinking, is there like a drape? I'm thinking I will make this man a toga party toga.
The Archdruid, so they're still in the tanks. The Archdruid that so he is kind of large, but he has like very druidic garments to him.
Mm-hmm.
And
he's a fur boy, right?
Yep.
He's a big boy.
Yep. And there is the rapier that Teberin had on the ground, and I believe somebody threw out of his hands. There is the
heat metal.
What's that bracer do?
The ring and the bracer too. hold on.
The ring and the bracelet.
I think
is my okay.
This guy. That is fine. We will. Lionel.
Yes.
Can you open my baggage?
1 second, sir. This one's almost open, and I finally unlock his last shackle.
Yep.
Well done. Can you open my baggage?
He looks towards you and.
Thank you. Drow.
Get out my vestments to Sehanine.
I nod to him and I do as Quoben asks.
I have an extra pair of vestments. Holy regalia in my bag. It's nothing special, but it is robes that if you wear them, you shouldn't look out of place at the church.
A robe and a little hood?
Yeah. I just have basic holy vestments in my pack that I will give to him. I'll take it out of my inventory.
All right.
Boom.
Because he takes the time and puts on the Sehanine robes.
This will do to keep your head down. You're welcome to stay. Currently, there's quite a crowd in the church. Well, no, we've sent them off, haven't we? No, we sent more people to it.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
Well, maybe stay down here for a little bit. Maybe one more day down here. And then we can figure it out. We're not sure.
Isn't upstairs on fire?
Yes.
Upstairs is very on fire.
It's on fire. Look.
We gotta go the long way up.
Yeah,
it's been a crazy day. It's been a crazy day. But you're welcome to stay with us. Just keep your head low and stay with us and we'll find a place for you.
Are these yours, Udazonga? And I kind of poke those weird armor pieces.
Yeah, as you get closer now, it's like definitely the carapace is like over there's little like scales to it that are like kind of, it is a scale armor, but as you get closer, like each tentacle like inside tries to grab your flesh a little bit, like ooh.
Good.
And he just gives you a nod as you can see that the telepathy is definitely taking some energy out of him as his exposed, brain, as he then just puts up the hood and kind of walks over to the armor and then goes to put it on. But before he does that, he does look at you, Lionel, just as you're right there. And
as a token of gratitude, you may take it.
Well, it hurts. It looks... By no means am I trying to insult you, but it looks disgusting.
Only at first. Pain is but a construct of your mind.
He's like, should I taking those shackles off?
Yeah. I want to roll for this, but I don't know what it would be.
Fucking con save.
Or wisdom.
What are you trying to gain out of it?
I want to see, I guess it would be more of me rolling an insight towards him in terms of like, okay, is this safe to use or is it just like...
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to roll an insight. Okay.
This guy gonna tentacle monster me.
I got a 21.
21? You feel like you have a good read on him in that he does seem to be like offering it as a gesture of good faith.
Okay, but the whole like will it hurt thing, that's all true too?
Yeah, but it also, once it's on, picture it as like, I mean, you have to think of it as coming from a Mind Flayer's like perspective of life, and
yeah,
he looks at it as like fine protection.
Okay.
Like your nipples are gonna get torn off. Nipples are gone.
Does it place themselves, or do I have to place them in specific positions?
If you put it on, the arm will do the rest.
Well, reach out to a gauntlet part or something, whatever.
Be careful.
And I'll reach out to it.
And no, sorry, I had written down chain shirt, not scale mail, just to clarify. And
okay,
as you go to put one of the like little bracers on, and just like kind of like the tentacles grab your skin and just and then like inject itself, and then the rest of the armor just slowly like puts itself on. It's just
Iron Man like amazing.
Yeah, just and those tentacles
way more tentacles.
These tentacles just shoot these like black chitinous tentacles just kind of shoot into your skin, and just you can feel them in kind of touching your organs. Like it's a strange, it's almost tickling your insides.
Like, does it hurt?
It tickles your insides.
Does it hurt?
Make a wisdom save.
Yes, sir. Oh my god. Oh my god. I want to make the wisdom save
just watching
10. 10. Solid 10. A good bell curve point.
Ooh, take 8 psychic damage. And you guys can see like his veins kind of popping, like going up and like to in his neck, just kind of looking black for a second. It's just like as he's like the whole armor's just like, and it is a living armor chain shirt, so you can add that to your inventory.
Hey, and that's what it's called.
Yep.
Living armor chain shirt. I am not proficient with this.
It's on, boy.
I know. I'm just asking.
Yep.
It's not coming off.
Okay.
We can rip it off, but I feel like that's gonna hurt more than it hurt going on.
I just don't know what the rules are about that. That's all.
Later tonight, you're like, I suck with this on, and we're all like peeling off scales together. We're like, no.
If you're not proficient, I think D&D Beyond just handles it. So
it does. I see. Okay, so I'm kind of fucked.
Yep.
You did not ask enough questions before you put on this man's skin.
No, that's all right.
You said, wait, is that your outsides? He's like, yeah, it's pretty sick. And you're like, what?
All right, I'm gonna take a second to read this as I'm in agony on the ground.
Yeah.
Can I try your skin on?
As now the Mind Flayer Udazanga just has the hood up, and he's like he's hiding his purple skin. He's hiding his purple skin in the set robes of Sehanin, and just kind of like, head down, and it's like using the shadow of the hood to hide his face.
Lionel seems like he'll be okay. Well, someone assess.
There's also a back room here, kind of past where the Mind Flayer is, with just a large trunk.
All right. Let's look at the items on the ground. I would like to smash the back to tank with the Archdruid in it. I want to loot his body.
Yes.
Okay. Before we get into all that.
Okay.
During this whole time...
this is... Yeah, I forgot no one else could hear that conversation. This is Undonka.
God damn it.
This is Undonka, everyone. He will be joining us on the way back up. I gave him robes so he'll fit in. He's out of a place to stay. He wishes to return home in the Underdark, but is unable to due to some nefarious being whose name was Monsoon.
Manchun?
Mongoon.
I got that name from one of the workers over there. I heard that name.
Did you?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well, apparently he's in charge. And
Inspiration, Connor. No, by the way, it's that.
He will be staying with us for a brief period of time, an unknown period of time, until we can help him get back to his home. So, please, everyone, play nice. His skin just attacked Lionel, but I believe that's all above table.
No, they would have seen that horrific sight.
Don't worry. Everything is normal.
I'm screaming on the ground.
Okay.
Any questions?
Maybe, but now's not the time. I think we need to get our things and get out of here. You know.
Yes.
We believe that the immediate danger has passed, is what he said.
Stairs is on fire, though. It could collapse, right?
Well, I'm sure it's fine. We're in a cave, right? It's not like wood above us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll collapse on the ground, and the ground weighs more than a house does. The house's weight was already on it, too, so, like, it's going to be lighter. Some of it's going to burn away.
A lot lighter.
If anything, it's going to less of a chance to collapse now.
So near you, Pem, is the other bracer.
Yes.
Hebron.
Yes, I would like to know if there's any reaction between the current bracer and the one that's on the ground. I have the right.
Yeah, as you kind of reach down to look at it a little closer, they both you can almost feel on whichever. I think you have the left one on.
I have the right one.
When your right arm gets a little closer, you almost feel like a magnetic pull to the other one, and they both like illuminate a little bit. The little rivers of fire that run down each of them both start to illuminate a little more and almost flicker with sparks.
I'm gonna pick it up.
All right.
What's it feel like?
Feels warm, but like coming in from a nice cold day, like to the heat and the warmth of a fire. Like it's a cozy warm.
I feel an urge to put it on.
Well, you do.
You are incinerated. Take just disintegrate spell.
Well, it doesn't compel you in a way to do anything, so you can either not put it on or put it in your bag.
I would just like to put it on if I can.
Yeah. Remove the binding that you have from your inventory and add Dormu's bindings, which I'll type to you.
Okay.
Then we were going to check the other loot, and then Shing said he wanted a thing.
I want to do a thing while all that shit was going on.
Sure, we'll go. What are you doing?
Revive WoW. It costs a spell slot to bring him to 1 hit point.
Okay. And does it take like 10 minutes too? Or just like...
It takes him a minute after I touch him to
perfect.
come back.
So yeah, as this is happening, you're kind of just sitting with WoW and
then I'm going to do bear stuff.
All right.
Did we check the trunks? Was that one of the bracers or what? Sorry.
No, bracer is just on the ground.
Yeah, it was when Tebran vaporized in the mist, left behind these things on the ground. Right. And then there's a trunk that has been not looked at.
Okay. And I can check it out after.
Druid. And I would like to get the bear out as well at some point.
Yeah, you guys can do that first. Yeah. And then I'll check the trunk.
Yeah, as you we'll go through and then what's closest to you. The Arc Druid, as you smash the glass with your maul and this liquid just kind of like rolls over the edge. Doesn't spill out in a way like breaking an aquarium tank, but it kind of more like folds out of like almost like syrup, like just like falling on the floor and just sit like sliming over. But the Arc Druid does spill out over and just limps on the like and just kind of rolls on the floor.
I check his pockets.
He looks to be scavenged. He basically just has some light druidic garbs. You do notice something about. Make an investigation check, actually.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Let's go. Oh, I don't have anything extra for investigation. That's too bad. 11?
11? Yeah, you don't find anything standoutish. He's wearing, like a very light druidic garb covered in this, purpley slime.
I don't really know
like reach around
I don't really know how passive investigation works, but that's 16 if that makes any...
I already asked for the roll.
Okay.
So.
I just leave him then. I was looking to see if he had any special things because he had that necklace.
Yeah, he's not like wearing anything with pockets or Well,
So
I will say
that nature.
I will say he doesn't have that necklace on.
Okay.
Because you did have that information, so like I guess what you do notice I won't say anything like specific of what I would ask you to roll for, but you do notice that he's missing, like visibly missing things. Like you were like, all right, he's not wearing the necklace that I saw him with when I saw him before. So
yeah, I guess I should have said that, but yeah, I was thinking because he had magic items that pertained to beasts and things, so I was going to see if anything.
Those are those are
like a magic thing to get into his tree house, or I don't know.
Yeah,
but I'll go over to Pam, and then there was a cutlass or a rapier and a ring, I think, is what we had left.
Yep.
Yeah. I would like to tell Coben, I think we should burn his body. At least do him that honor.
We can do that.
I would like to burn the Archdruid's body.
We can do that after. Let's finish looting and then let's...
Okay.
Then
I'm low-key afraid he's going to turn into a vampire. So
well, we can do a funeral.
Body.
We can do a funeral rite.
Yeah, I would like to do that.
Okay. We'll take any of the other dead bodies too when we do that, but let's finish looting and at least get that out of the way, and then we can
I agree.
move on. Let's get so we'll do that. We'll check the chest.
Okay.
Anybody pick up that rapier?
We don't. No, we're collecting the items now. I think we're just gonna pick them all. We'll just pick them all up and decide whatever's happening.
Sure. Yeah. So the ring is a silver banded ring with on the top of it is a large. What looks like a face, but in that face is a mask, and there's two little dark like opals in its eyes.
Pen today, guys. So someone make sure we write all these down.
I'm getting it.
Okay.
And on the inside of the band, there is a little text written in Sylvan.
I read Sylvan. I think most of us read Sylvan. I think we can all have a conversation that excludes Fig and Sylvan.
Or Elvish.
No, I speak both of those things.
All right.
Well, in Sylvan, it does say property of the Masked Lord.
Can't read it.
Can't read, but I can speak it. Can I... I'm doing a history check on the Masked
do a
Lord.
religion check.
A religion check I'm doing. The same. Dirty 20?
Dirty 20. Nice. The Masked Lord is on the dark side of the Seldarin, which is the Elvish pantheon. Varen, Vhaeraun, went by a couple names. One of them being the Masked Lord, another the Shadow, or the Masked Mage. With your 20...
Oh, never mind.
With your 20, he was the son of Coralon, basically like the head male god, elven god. He's even Sehanine, I think, is related to him as well, but he's like
that's my follow-up question. Was Sehanine a positive outlook, negative outlook, or neutral outlook?
They were like enemies. Like complete enemies.
I won't be using this ring.
And I believe Varen even in the stories, held Sehanine Moonbow as a prisoner.
Oh, fuck this guy.
But with your 20, you also get that Varen basically stood as in the Drow societies. He was a Drow elf. In the Drow societies, the female Drows usually run stuff, like the Spider Queen and Lolth. He was somebody who opposed that, and basically, had the unique view in the Drow society that males and females were equally valuable, and basically sought to give the drow males a better life than slavery.
When will the men stop complaining about having equal pay? When? I won't be using that or putting it on. I want nothing to do with it, quite frankly. There's a sword?
Yes, a rapier. Very thin-bladed sword.
I don't know. Schwing or
at the start of the combat, Tebrance, the umbrella he used to hold, like he switched to the ground and it unfurled into a weapon.
Schwing and Lionel, would one of you guys are more of up-close people. Does this seem something useful for you?
I'm still on the ground.
Perhaps.
Can I give
I can hang on to
a
it.
healing potion?
Yeah.
Does he look bad?
Just looking like I just look really uncomfortable, and like if you were spasming, I'd look like that.
I'll give you a healing potion and see if that does anything.
Okay.
Wolfswing, you carry this for now, I suppose. Lionel, you guys can talk about it once he feels less like he's been tentacled. And then I'll approach the chest and be eaten by a mimic.
2d4 plus 2.
Yep. Yeah, you gonna open the chest?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
2, 6.
I suspect nothing.
All right, as you just like kind of give it a kick and then just open the trunk. Roll 10d6 for me.
Ooh.
I suspected nothing. And now I'm paying for those thoughts. 10d6.
6 tendies.
33, wow.
Ouch. Oof, ow, ee, ah, ooh.
That's a really low roll for 10d6.
Yeah.
Maybe for the better.
He's not really, though.
You find 3,300 gold pieces.
Oh.
3,300? I'm trying to think how impressed I'd be. I don't think I understand money as a construct, so, Lionel, this chest has money.
Okay, sir. I'm coming.
I expect you'll take care of it, and I just turn around and walk away.
How much was it?
3,300 gold.
3,300 gold.
I don't think Colvin really understands what money is.
Yeah, as you get closer, you're like, oh, yes, sir. And then you look and you're just like, holy shit.
Holy shit. I'll start filling a bag.
I've seen our family treasury before. I mean, I feel like everyone's got one of these in their house. I kind of think that's how he'd think about it. All fancy noblemen's estates have a room with a chest full of gold.
Holy shit.
Anything else? Just money?
No. As you start uncovering the gold in here, you hear like the twang of a musical note as you're like, ding, as there is a lute in a very, very nice lute in here.
I 100% thought you were going to say fucking Cloppity's worst enemy was in here. And just like, you guys finally showed up.
Oh, the street for so long.
Son of a bitch.
I was like, why is this guy here?
Oh, that would have been
I started shaking out the coins from the loot.
I would 100%
like trying to get a pick out.
As you like kind of pull out the loot, those are these nice like silver inlays in the body, and it's very well crafted.
I'll play a D chord just because that's the only chord I know.
Roll for D.
Yep.
Is it in tune?
Surprisingly, pretty in tune.
Sedge.
Yep, yeah, I see that. I would love that. That looks very nice, very fancy.
What will you give to me for it?
Don't
How dare
That's rude.
you?
No, let's not let this pass. Let's not just let this pass.
I hand him this. I hand him.
It's
just
Lionel,
a joke, sir.
You.
Jokes. These common people and their humor, I don't understand.
There's a lot of gold in there too, huh?
That's a lot of gold.
It's a chest full of gold.
I'm still digging for the gold.
I had to definitely pay off my debts. Oh. I don't have any debts.
The first reason into it.
Internal thought just accidentally make it to the outside.
Said the quiet
he just
part
walks
out
away
loud.
after saying that. He just walks away.
Walk away over to the Mind Flayer. I'm curious about it. I'm curious if I can cure its wounds.
Well, we can use this as our funding for our progress and our missions, and the church. This will get us as a group some way. It's a good start. But I've seen chests of gold run dry quicker than you expect.
I've never seen a chest of gold.
Really?
Oh.
Were you never invited to visit the treasure room?
No. Who?
Your parents didn't let you see the family fortune?
No. I'm a bit of a poor family, you know. You had a treasure room, did you?
He doesn't know.
So you only had a lesser estate.
I stopped listening because I feel insulted now at this point.
He doesn't know. He fully doesn't understand, buddy.
I got nothing else.
Have we missed anything in the room that's been explained?
I want to fuck with the bear.
I don't think so.
Yeah, the bear tank is still full, right?
Mm-hmm.
So is
How
it
many bears are in
conscious?
Is what? Sorry, you said both said things at the same time.
Is it conscious? The bear.
No, but you can see in the tank that it is breathing, but it is hooked up to like stuff inside the tank.
Those are the
I
last
break the
two. There
tank.
wasn't another tank.
Well, there are two other tanks, but they were empty.
Okay.
I want to
They were
bust
meant,
the
they were
tank
meant to have you guys go in them.
No, they weren't.
I want to break the tank and get the bear out, disconnect him, do a medicine check or something to see if I can wake it up.
Yeah. So as you do and break the tank and kind of he kind of falls out into the ground and he does have the tube like almost on his face mask. Like he is wearing that face mask. This almost kind of the other end that Tebrin like pulled out of the tank and took the hit out of.
It's like a kiss.
It's more like a laughing gas sort of thing where it covers the nose as you.
Yeah, but if there's another person on the end, that's like a kiss.
Well, possibly.
I rolled an 11 on the medicine check.
What are you trying to do? Stabilize?
Yeah.
He's conscious and stable, but looks sedated. Like he's alive.
You
Come
know
on,
what's
buddy.
been working?
Come on, buddy,
Laughing.
wake up.
Yeah, we've already established
I'm
that
not
we go
going-
to a slap.
I'm not going to smack a bear. What kind of bear is it?
It's a very large, like a
Like a
brown
Klondike. Like a big ass
Kodiak. Yeah.
Kodiak. Yeah. Kodiak.
Like a Klondike.
I'm hungry. Sorry, fellas. I'm hungry for
That's
some.
my
I knew exactly what you.
That's my
I knew what you
favorite
meant, though.
slip of the tongue that I've ever heard. I love that.
I was with you. I was with you. Yeah, it's like
But like, you could totally convince somebody. Like, what kind of bear is that? I think that's a Klondike. You're just like,
Pam,
Yeah.
do you have any more of those berries?
No.
That you can. Oh shit.
I have one cure wounds spell left, and I can use it on the Mind Flayer or I can use it on the bear, and I'm leaning towards the Mind Flayer.
We've already made friends with the Mind Flayer.
I think I should cure wounds on the Mind Flayer if I can.
I wanted to
make me feel better.
Okay.
I wanted to talk to this bear. Does anybody have any things that might wake
Give him
him
a
up?
slap.
Make a general intelligence check.
Me?
Yep.
He's
General
fake sleeping.
intelligence.
Do I?
To everyone.
Fake
I'm
sleep.
rolling. That's a 2
9.
plus 0.
Okay, continue.
That's a Klondike bear.
What would you do for a Klondike bear?
Let us know in the comments.
No, in the comments.
Look at you with your call to action.
All right,
I
yeah,
don't
I guess
have
I'm gonna fucking hope the bear's okay. I can't talk to it or anything, so.
I'll just walk up to it and play a really
is
loud
breathing.
note in its ear. Try to wake him up.
He's breathing and he is still attached to the tube that's on his face, covering the big bear's snout. And
I remove that.
yeah, okay. That's what the intelligence check was for. Is the sedation is definitely being put in by that.
Tubes come out of the nose and stuff.
Okay.
And they get,
No, yeah, I would have removed that
So, yeah,
as soon as
you
I broke
pull-
the tank.
Yeah, okay. As you start pulling, you think it's like a little gas sort of thing but you pull and you can see that there's a tube that goes down its mouth, and as you're pulling, it's like and this is really long tube. So you should keep pulling whoa, just and then it gets to a point where it becomes conscious, then you just hear and just and it's all this liquid, he basically throws up the last few inches of it and then just all this liquid and that's kind of resembling the tank, just kind of all over the ground.
I'm gonna pet him and say, "It's okay, Teddy. It's okay, Teddy."
Who are you?
hey, boo boo.
No.
As he starts talking, and you can definitely tell he is now he's a bear lycanthrope, so he's
Oh,
not
I
just a
get
bear.
the werebear?
He sits up, what the fuck? Who are you guys?
It can talk, guys. It can talk.
Yes, it was a
I can
lycanthrope.
talk. What the fucking hell is this?
You're a lycanthrope.
I know that.
No, the other. Yes, hello.
Tell me
Hi.
something I don't
him.
know.
Yes,
What
we've saved
is
you
your
from
name?
the vampire. Oh, yes.
What is my name?
Yeah.
My name.
Oh no.
Say it.
I'm trying to
Say it.
pivot on his name because it was.
Boo
I don't want it anymore.
It's Boo Boo.
What's the name?
Hey,
I
Boo
know.
Boo. You're in the tank.
Baloo. My name's Baloo.
Baloo. Okay.
It's the other one. It's the other bear. It's the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. I saw you with a wild boy in the jungle.
So we got rid of the vampire and
The Archdruid's dead.
yeah.
Wait, there's vampires?
Yeah.
Looks around.
Not here. He's gone.
Well, that's harder.
Well,
It's harder to explain that it's not here anymore.
And then he does see the Archdruid, and his kind of dumb curiosity drops into a concern, and then he kind of all fours scurries over. No, Fukuka, no!
Yes, he is dead.
And he kind of grabs him and picks him up. What? Did you guys do this?
No. Nothing we could have done. A
No, it's a
tragic
vampire.
loss. I say
vamp-
monotone.
He's
The
looking around.
vampire named
What vampire?
Calm down, calm. I'm gonna approach him like the crouch, calm down.
It's okay, buddy.
Calm down, boo boo. Baloo boo.
Balubu.
Balubu.
And he just kind of drops to his knees and is like,
So, the update, what's the last you remember? When was it according or in reference to the Sidium glow?
oh, well, I was at the festival and then I got hungry and I didn't have any money for any of the festivities.
Mm-hmm.
I ate a bunch of pie though, and then I went to go get more food and, well,
Yeah.
I saw a big flash in the sky. And then I went to go investigate a little closer.
Mm-hmm.
And then everyone was walking some way, and I thought that was strange. And I yelled at them a little bit, and then didn't feel like anyone heard me. So I'm kind of used to that, but I just kept walking. I was still looking for some food. Found a shop with its door open. I kind of just let myself in and ate a bunch of mutton. Left a couple coins.
Wow.
And I was leaving, a bunch of crazy people with masks jumped me. And next thing I know, here I am.
So how do we explain it? The town was taken over by the head of the Nerazine Corporation, who was a vampire, and he was kidnapping people and shooting them to the Underdark.
What's a corporation?
All right. The door is that way. Follow the line of people. The door is that way. Over there.
He said, "Good day, sir."
He kind of whimpers a little bit and is like,
"No, guys, no.
He
That's
takes
not
the
how
druid.
That's not how we treat this guy.
Leave it.
No,
Leave it.
he must
Yes.
be buried.
We'll take
No,
care
I
of
think
it later,
we are
Mom.
going to burn him.
No, he must be buried and part with the earth.
No, he must be burned so he doesn't
Yeah.
become a vampire.
Yeah. There's a possibility he could turn.
You do know, once you're burned, you do become part of the earth.
Yes, ashes and dirt nearly look the same.
It's even better for fertility of the soil.
We could spread his ashes where he was meant to be buried.
Make a persuasion check.
You can keep his ashes. Who's making
Okay.
the check? Are we all just group aggressive? Like we're
Keep the ashes. He's being burned.
we're kind of gaslighting him. It's the same thing. Is
Is
it
it a
me?
group check or is it,
it was
one
for-
person?
It was for Lionel. I feel like he had the pivot of the conversation of like, that's the same.
Okay.
I rolled a 16.
Same
16.
shit. Same shit.
It's better for the earth.
Well, it's better for the plants to eat if you put more carbon in the soil.
He
it's
does
better.
like that. Plants, that is.
Yeah, so
He just goes, that's good. And then just thud, he like drops. Just thud.
We are
real
not.
quick.
We are not working with the top brass.
Wait.
Real quick before you go, what is your personal relationship or perhaps professional relationship to the druid?
He hired me. I mean, he's taking care of me a little bit here and there.
Exactly what did he hire you for?
Oh, well, he basically, I've hunted a little bit for him, and I've,
Sving is very happy at that statement.
you know, you can, in Quoben, I guess, in Lionel, and anyone who is probably Pem too, highly,
We all just took a turn.
highly
trying to say that
observant.
fire is the same as dirt.
yeah, but I'm talking more of the highly observant
Oh, okay.
folks. You notice he does not have any moonstones on him. But he's just
Okay.
like, I just, I didn't have a great life growing up, and Fukuka, took me in, and I ran with the hunters a little bit, but they never really liked me that much.
Did he know you were a lycanthrope? You were aware of his opinion about lycanthropes, yeah?
Kind of. I don't know. I think he just sometimes, I mean, he treated me like an animal, but I am a bear.
This is a lot.
Yeah, I think he should go to the church as well.
Yeah, follow the line.
Yeah.
Okay.
We will deal with you when we get to the church.
Who's this fella? The quiet one. Points to the mind flayer.
Just keep going. The door is over there. There's a line of people leading to the surface.
Oh, okay.
Try and look less fierce.
Who's gonna carry the Archdruid? He seems like a bear and he's
We're
strong.
not-
Should you
the-
carry?
I can carry, yeah.
No, we'll take care of it.
You just already,
No, put him down.
okay.
Get the fuck out.
Oh,
Get
all
the
right.
fuck out of here.
Bye, guys.
Leave. We
He
have to
starts
light this
walking-
guy on
Starts
fire.
walking towards the back room where the chest is.
Oh, other door.
This isn't where. Oh, other door. All right.
The door.
See you guys.
Goodbye.
Fucking bye.
Oh my god. That felt like an exact real life situation. Where like the guy won't take the hint. And we're like, no, it's good. We got it. We got it. No, it'll be they're going.
All right, so we burn him here and get out.
Yes, I would like to collaboratively cast ceremony with Pem and give him a funeral rite, and we'll cook him.
Yeah, let's cook them. Produce
All right.
flame.
So with produce flame, and I'll cast ceremony, and
that takes an hour.
takes an hour.
That's
All right, you
fine.
guys spend the next hour preparing in here, a little area, and then also burning his corpse in a very ceremonial way.
If he was going to turn, he cannot for 7 days.
All right.
Can the rest of us who aren't participating in the ceremony take a short rest in that time?
Of course, and during a short rest, you guys can attune to new items.
I'm gonna do that.
All right. I assume you're attuning to the loot.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is a DOSS loot. DOS loot.
Das Loot.
DOSS loot. Oh, I see it. Okay.
It's Das Loot.
DOS
I
loot.
think Schwing or potentially Lionel would be good with the ring. I don't know what it does, but you two seem the most stealthy and sleuthy.
I think perhaps that might be for Lionel.
Well, he may be already good at it, so you might be able to keep up with him or something with it. We don't know what it does.
Lionel, do you have any objections? Do you want the rapier that turns into a umbrella?
Oh. He's got a bow that shoots starlight.
By the way, anyone who's taking a short rest, sorry to interrupt, I'll be doing Song of Rest, so you get an extra 1d6 if you use hit points. Hit dice.
Whichever you'd like.
I think you should have the umbrella.
Okay.
I'll give him the umbrella rapier, and I'll take the ring and take a short rest.
Is the rapier better? Does it seem like higher quality?
The rapier is very nice. Those of you who are tuning to your new stuff over the short rest, the rapier is called the Stormbreaker, and then the ring is a ring of obscuring.
I feel like you're the one who stabs things.
Yeah.
And Lionel shoots things. Therefore, this is just my thought process. Feel free to veto me. If Lionel is shooting with the bow, he can't also be using the rapier for stabbing. I don't believe, Lionel, can you? That would be impressive.
Well, so I have both. So just depends on where I need to be position wise if we ever get into a tussle again. But
I see. Shing, I suppose you have your claws now. I didn't consider that.
Yeah.
Stormbreaker, you said? I can't find that on.
Should be 2 words if you're just searching one word.
Stormbreaker.
Anyway, it's something to think about. The dispersion of damage in a tussle.
I don't see it.
I didn't say my name. I didn't say the name. Hold on. We'll be able to find it in a second.
Oh.
This loot is nuts.
I think this might be a good spot to take a break.
Go ahead.
We should get out of here, right?
I think we've done everything, and we will follow the line.
I would like to destroy everything with fire that's left behind.
Are you going to cast Destroy Everything with fire?
Yep.
Is that a spell slot?
It's a cantrip.
It's a cantrip.
I'm going to fucking help. You know what? I'm going to help.
I don't want, like, these tanks and stuff, like the leftover tanks, like, dude, it needs to be purged.
Up to DM discretion, but if he's creating fire, it's like the Sacred Flame, is that spicy?
Radiant. It's more like a radiant.
It's radiant, but like, can you light something with a radiant?
I think you could singe it, but I don't think it has the same like burning of oxygen.
You definitely need a magnifying glass.
Okay.
And just get it at the right angle.
Cantrip, I wanted a cantrip too.
No.
So as he's lighting things on fire, there's little golden like spark showers that like, and I'm just like, huzzah!
You're basically like just branding stuff with radiant energy. Like, but yeah, I'll allow it to help as you guys are going out and just burning it on your way out. Just basically and you get to the main little hallway. You start to see the smoke from the other room of your burnt boxes, and all of the townsfolk.
Have they been getting
time
out
to go?
As they've all been slapped enough that they are out of their charms and heading out. So, as you guys have another herd of people going through the tunnels underneath Mylari in a very similar fashion to just the day before, but with more people this time, by the hundreds.
Hell yeah.
As you make your way, you see the track, and you can see a bunch of the worn iron of the track heading down. You can just hear the screeching.
I want to destroy almost the track.
Industrial metal like echoing down where it enters, like descends down. But yeah, you can disassemble and destroy pieces of the track up here.
Yes.
Absolutely, let's do that.
Yeah.
All right, as you take some time to do that, and then make your way back through and come back out of the Night Owl Tavern that this cavern connects to, with an even larger group of people.
Is there any? Go ahead.
No, you interrupt me.
What's the? Are people just exiting the tavern? There's like no patrons, nobody's working the bar, nothing like that. I'm going to grab a bottle of whiskey.
Okay.
I want to look for a good one.
Ooh, a top shelf one? Yeah, you can get one worth about 18 gold pieces.
18 gold pieces, cool. I'll put 2 gold on the counter.
All right. I'll try and disperse the crowd, and as we're going back, because I think we're going back to the temple.
Yes.
But everyone, just return to your lives. This chapter of town is over. Please try and pick up where you've left off, and I'm just going to kind of tell people to pretend like nothing happened. And remember, the Church of Sahanin set you free and saved you from this.
Do we see a glow or the fire from the mansion?
Oh, I hope so.
You do. From here, you don't see necessarily the glow, but you do see the dark black smoke.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rising over.
What time would you say it is?
Yeah, it's fairly early. It's like mid-afternoon, I think.
Okay.
Is it the smokestack of a raging fire?
It's a large fire.
Okay, so it feels pretty on fire from here.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Around here in the Shrobai Wood, You do see a couple frantic guards, and then also a Leonin, which is a like lion-like humanoid with a mane and kind of dreaded little mane. Kind of spot you and kind of sees all the townsfolk, and they four guards in the lion, Leonin humanoid, dressed in some similar of Shrobai attire that you saw with the Arc Druid, runs over and what on earth? Where did you find all these people?
I found them looking where you should have been looking the whole time.
Yes, they're in the basement having a huge rager.
No, Schwing, that was not quite the interpretation that I received. They were kidnapped by your overlord of the Nanazine Corporation and were being funneled to the Underdark. We could save what we could, but many were killed.
Coben, 1 second.
Oh, yes.
That was sarcasm. I don't know if you're familiar.
It was who?
Sarcasm.
Oh, you know these men?
No, Coben, I was being sarcastic.
And why would you do that?
Because it's funny. You know what? Go on with your spiel or whatever.
Okay, tell me later. I feel like I should know this, but come back. We'll come back to this.
Okay, just remind me.
Yeah, okay. I will do that. I feel I've missed something. I can see it in your eyes.
Jesus Christ, that's going to be a fun conversation.
Well, I thank you for your service to the town of Mylari. I see you've done a great deed with freeing, as there's like a crowd and sea of people behind you, attempting to go back to their lives, but there was a great tragedy last night, and we are doing our best to recover, but
Yes, we are aware of the great tragedy. In fact, we even warned the Archdruid, and he knew about this tragedy and failed to do anything. Are you aware of that, Guardsman?
You talked to the Archdruid last night?
No, I talked to... Well, I didn't talk to him.
Days ago.
This was
we
weeks,
warned him.
Days ago, yes. He knew about this impending tragedy and did nothing.
He kind of like looks back at the other guards and goes, last after the City of Glow, me and some of the other council members were attacked by what we believe to be Fukuka, but Fukuka transformed, revealing some sort of strange drow-like figure that killed most of the other council members, and I'm unfortunately the only one left standing.
Insight check.
Yeah,
18.
also, I want to make one as well.
Yeah, go for it.
16.
16. Yeah, as you're looking over, a couple guardsmen and him even have kind of blood all over themselves, and you can see that there was one of the guards kind of like has a bunch of like basically spider silk splash on him.
Well, do not worry, the Archdruid is dead. Killed by the hands of Tevrin.
And then the drow must have taken form of him to corrupt us.
What drow?
Well, last night we were celebrating the Cidium Glow in the tree with the other council members, and Lakuka made a toast, and then formed into a partial spider and started slaying the other council members, stringing them up. I can show you their bodies, but...
We are aware of... Did we kill her? I think she got away. No, we killed that bitch, didn't we?
Yeah,
we did.
We fucked her up really good.
No, we're pretty sure we killed that one. We say to him. No, I don't know what to do. I thought we killed that one. There could be another one, I guess. Unoriginal were creatures.
It wasn't quite a were creature.
I see. Could this be... I forgot his name. Mahomes?
Magoon.
Manshoon.
Oh no!
I do not recognize that name, but it feels like there was more at play here.
Well, we've been alerted this morning, over the
Afternoon.
night, that a being named Manshoon has been using this town through Tebrin and through the corporation for some kind of experiment that we've yet to find out. We believe we've neutralized the danger to the surface, but I would not delve too deep into the Underdark.
I have no reason to go there. Well,
good. Also,
if you
said the council is mostly dead?
Yes.
Well, we will be bringing representatives of the Sehanine Church who saved this town. Bring other members. Give us a week's time. 2 weeks? Let's call it 2 weeks. Give us 2 weeks' time, we'll have a meeting, and we will reassemble the council with those who actually care for the well-being of this town.
Yes, as long as we can keep some integrity of the Shrobai wood intact.
Your wood will not be tampered with by any of my kin.
Well,
I think we must gather.
You all are great. I've seen your names and heard your names around town, and I just have nothing but to say, but thank you. I care a great deal about my Laurie, and as the only remaining council member, I guess there's a knowledge in the roots of the trees, of the great tree, that you guys are all of welcome access to.
Well, thank you. That seems like quite a boon.
Also, Valvia here. If you guys need any help, guarding the town, watching it, or perhaps hunting to provide food for the town, let me know. We're going to be here for, it seems, a couple weeks, so if I can help out in any way...
Yes, well, we will require that, and I've led most of the hunting parties, but I would love to have you along.
Or if you require any entertainment, maybe music.
I'm sure we will require that entertainment.
Played a great show. Surge and the tips, just keep us in mind.
I full on facepalm. Wow.
We will need all of the assistance we can get.
We will need all professions in our rebuilt town, including musicians.
Until we rebuild the council, I will be acting leader of Mylari. If you have any problems, please come with me. My name is Vorda. Vorda.
I really wish I had a pen today. This is tough out here. Well, thank you.
And if you ever need a place to stay, you are free to sleep at the tree. Are you a band of adventurers? How can I contract to you in the future?
We're available via mail.
All right. And where are you staying?
Reach out through the Sehanine Church or through our friends at Maggie's and Miley's or the Lone Wolf Brewery. If you reach out to one of them, we believe they will know how to contact us.
Yeah,
okay.
Also, I think he said we can stay at the tree. I think we should stay at the Archdruid's trees. That might be kind of nice. Yeah?
We could...
I would like that.
Fine with staying there this evening if maybe not this evening. We might have some more things to figure out tonight.
Oh, we do need to go to the
The future, we will consider the offer. Thank you for it.
Yes. We are going to continue cleaning up this mess, and we're going to... where was... you said Pakuka died tragically?
He died... I point towards the pillar of smoke. If you look under... right about where that's coming from, you'll find... We gave him a ceremony, and he was buried with the blessing of Sehanine.
That was my next question. I was hoping to follow the Shrobai tradition and give him back to the roots of the trees he was born under, but seems like that won't be the case.
I almost grabbed a handful of ash, and I'm now just picturing me going... But I didn't grab a handful of his ashes. I didn't say that.
Well,
so I'll imagine if I did, and then just handed some of his ashes to this guy. It's like, well, here you go. Anyways, thank you for your time, and 2 weeks give us, and we will assemble a new council. Find notable people in town and those of importance, and we will bring our own representatives.
Okay. I will do that. I will contact you.
In the meantime, help. These people have been through a lot. Help whoever seems to need it.
Yes, of course. All right.
And then, yeah.
Gives you a nod and walks away.
Everyone. And, a new friend.
Jobin.
I've had an idea.
He's still in the hood, just like
yes.
being
everyone.
sus.
I wanna let's huddle. Let's do a even more sus group huddle in the middle of the street. Bring it in, everyone. Our new friend is in need of a home, and I'm worried that the Sehanine church will be too crowded. Too many people passing by, and too many questions being asked. Do we? I've thought, what if we not gave him, you're free obviously, but put him under the protection of Emelar and the brewery. Not many people will go there, and it will be relatively secluded. He can move around with relative freedom within a large building.
Yeah, I think that's the best call. I was thinking that to myself as soon as you started talking.
And I knew you were the smart one. I knew it.
Danny, can you mute while you're not speaking? Thank you.
And I think we should get him. I think that's our first priority, is finding a home for him. And then we can rebuild. We need to find the Sehanine church members as well, but that's not immediately right now a problem.
Oh, you mean rebuild the church here?
Yes. And we investigated quite some time ago that they went to hunt a monster, in search of a monster. So, to the west, I think it was. Maybe it was the east. We got a direction in a mountain, and they went to go fight a monster, and they haven't been seen since. So, I'm hoping that we can talk to them, find them, help them if they need it, and bring them back, and have the leader of that be a member on the council. Perhaps I'm also thinking Emelar. He seems to represent the people of the town. He could be a member of the council, representing the common folk.
I uncork the bottle of whiskey. I take a huge swig from it. I cork it back up and I say, I don't know about that guy. He likes to drink a lot.
I hold out my hand for the bottle of whiskey. I like to drink a lot too.
I'm sensing
we all kind of like to drink.
Is this what you were talking about? You giving me the same look as before?
Sving just chuckles.
Is this it? Something is that same look you gave me earlier. You have to teach me this.
Yeah. I will. We can talk later, maybe over a drink or two.
Yeah, and we'll walk towards wherever. I think Emelar, is he at the church or?
Yeah, so as you guys kind of walk away from the Shrobai wood tree with this raging inferno of burning a mansion in the horizon, walking to the Church of Sehanine, kind of conclude this entry arc to the campaign of Mylari. And so what I kind of planned here is, which I thought we'd get to today, is we'll have like a month of adventuring downtime. And we'll play out some important scenes and stuff that'll happen in this time. But what would, and I guess we can start with
let's roll initiative.
Yeah, let's roll initiative.
Fun way to do it. I like that.
Oh, I got an 11. It was almost a fucking nat 20, but I got an 11.
Rolled a dirty 20.
All right.
Herge Zeppelin. I just realized your last name.
Yeah.
Just now, like 15 episodes in.
First time
Thanks.
I noticed that your last name is Zeppelin.
Search Zeppelin, man.
16 from Quoven.
16. Pem and Lionel, what do you got?
16.
16, 13. All right. Surge.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going last.
Well, before we get to individual, so over this month, the damage to the town has been great. Mostly just the personal people that have been affected. Over the first few days, it's a lot of rebuilding and consoling and grieving. After now, the number of missing people keeps going up and up as the tally of names keep rolling in that have been lost to the Underdark. And the fault of Tebran and some of the were creatures. It's pushing almost 2,000. But in a town of about 14,000 people, a large percentage of people are gone, but there are still a healthy part of the population that is still intact. And certain important figures have gone missing. One of them is... Actually, no, I rolled. Aladar Iridian is alive and well, so the next few days he's kind of around the Rootset Row, just shocked and baffled as he watched his mansion burn, and claims he has had nothing to do with any of it and rented out his mansion to somebody a few months ago, Tebran, who went under a different name and paid him a good sum to keep quiet about it.
We burned an innocent
he's
man's
since
house down.
That's not an innocent man.
These are just like the claim. Basically, this is like the short notes, town crier stuff that you guys have heard over the first few days.
I know one of the
he has since rescinded some of his out of show of good faith. He's retracted some contracts. One of them being the theater in Toka Town. He retracted the offer from Maggie and Miley's and gave the Lone Wolf Inn back to MLR. Most of the hunters are still there. A large hunting party of the Wildeco is still intact and providing food for the town. The silent monks still keeping to themselves. Church of Setnine, which we'll just kind of, I think we'll probably just run through that. So we'll leave that for now. And then
we got some work to do, and
your mailing has brought a person of the Knights Radiant to the Church of Setnine, which you've greeted. Their name is Kaladi, a half-elf female.
I know we're trying to gloss over shit, but I think we should RP all of our post office visits. Hard stance.
That's hasn't even answered yet. No. We'll check tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll be back.
So quick personal notes. I was going the way I wrote it down before. Yeah, Quoben, in your first, as you're going back to the church, you're hearing stories. Claudia was there that night of going back to the church and gives you It's very confused. Gives you a brief rundown on.
We met before. Is this whole?
She's higher up. You would know her name. She came from Iselnore and is there to greet you. Also, there's a person named Lorsan that came back down, which is a scene will play out. Is they tell you stories of what happened in the mountains that you didn't investigate. Sving, with your history with rocks causing problems after the shock and everything has subsided, you do think about some of your heritage and how it was controlled by a great rock, what they were called. But ways on how to achieve more information on that is still unknown. I believe
it was referred to as the Alexa Stone.
It was.
Hey Alexa, tell me more about Swing.
Stone.
There's a certain part of you that can't quit gambling, and with your sum of money that came through you. One night you did take a stop at the Tall Glass, and it is under completely different management now, as the weird shadows on the walls are gone, and the rumors are echoing through town that there was more than one vampire in my Lari, but all have since left. And the large, corpulent, fat, enlarged dwarf is no longer running the establishment, but is under new ownership of Tejas Red.
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
Lionel with the theater being... Its buyout being sold back to a person of good faith is Loris actually bought it back, or that's who owned it before, so she went back to Aladar and this is just over the first few days is looking for performances now that they have the space. Serge, you would have also heard about this. And just looking to bring more arts back to Toka.
What was her name?
Loris, Lhoris, the dwarf.
Oh, the one that was in the tavern?
The one that led me to the basement where shit started to go downhill?
What was she again? Dwarf?
She's a dwarf, yeah. Serge, after your performance, you do get approached by a man a couple days later. It gives you
Clay, Jesus, that fucking face.
His name is Kerith, KerYth, who basically slips you a note saying and does a little, I saw your performance with the tips.
Notes
and
code for roofies.
Yeah, that's
I believe I have a I've been working on something, and he's a man that has a lot of weird trinkets and mechanical things to him, like weird mechanical glasses. And he goes, I think I have something that you could help me with, and gives you an address on it that is a spot in Rousset Row.
All right.
But that's just kind of a quick vibe of how the town has changed. Still, the poor are near the creek, which I don't think you guys have investigated that part of the town. The Coral Creek, and Maggie's and Miley's, the vibe's coming back as they have rebought the tavern back. It's a very vibrant tavern again if you guys are staying there. And yeah, so now initiative order. Surge, what would you like to do over your month-long downtime here?
I think really three things in general. The first is I would like to find my bandmates again, practice with them, and just kind of play local gigs around town, sort of draw up popularity. And then second and third things, I definitely want to follow that note to Roset Row and talk to that guy. But I'd also like to see if I could talk to Loris and see if maybe we could put on some sort of a festival to help fundraise for the town. Now that they seem to be rebuilding and buying stuff back, and I'd be happy to like play for free and donate some time and money to help getting it off the ground and really giving back to the town.
All right, and what was your third thing?
Go and visit the guy, what's his name, Kareth. See what he has to offer. See what sort of tools.
Gotcha. So over this time, do you establish like a practice space at all? I assumed you guys split up the gold. I guess I should ask before.
I'm not in charge.
I guess we do.
I hope we split it up.
I think it's just party funds, maybe.
You guys can talk to
Lionel. I want some
Lionel.
money.
Yeah. I like the idea of like party, or we can just say we split it.
Corbin has not thought about that money since he told Lionel to put it in a bag.
At all.
He's like,
he looked at it, he goes, that's gold. And
pick
then
that up, and then I left.
I think a couple people saw it.
You guys can ask Lionel. Sure. I don't know. It wouldn't have been a secret.
Yeah, I would be your bank teller for sure.
Yeah, so like,
we could have like allowances per week or whatever, or split it. I don't care.
Yeah. So I guess what I'm asking is, would you look for a specific spot to practice with the tips, or would you do more of like a street thing?
Probably like a street.
I have a question too. What happened in that exposition that you laid down? Did his nemesis show up?
Oh,
Works?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. That could influence what happens over this month for him.
Yeah. So
good thought.
You learned that Mercs came down with. He was very ill, and almost like deathly ill, but did survive. It was way more than just a case of the shits or stage fright. He was a
case of the poisoned.
Deathly ill, but did survive. Completely missed his show and kind of went his MIA for a week and a half, but then slowly starts over this time picking back up and going around the local taverns, doing his rounds.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
all right.
Let's do a performance check.
Sure.
See how the tips are how the cohesion's coming, and are you paying them out at all? Are you paying them at all? I know you tipped them to give them their name, but
I assume if we're getting gigs, we're getting paid, and I'll split it with them. Just kind of keep them happy.
Yeah.
First one's a 15.
15?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, as you're going around just kind of playing open free shows just to get the practice in. Playing new songs, teach them some new rehashing the old songs, teach them new songs. It seems to be going well. You and the tips are forming into quite the name around town.
Nice.
So you were making a name for yourself here. The second thing you wanted to do was you were investigating the lead last. Well, second thing was going to Loris and convincing to do some sort of festival or thing at the theater, right?
Yeah, like a fundraiser for the town to help rebuild,
All right. Let's just distill it down to a persuasion check with advantage since you've already kind of have a relationship with her.
Persuasion. With advantage. God damn, 13. Not great.
13?
Yeah.
She's unsure if a festival or at least framing it in that sort of marketing context isn't the best thing for the town at this time, but definitely will allow shows or even offers you music accompaniment to some of the other theater shows or musicals that could potentially be going on.
Okay. Yeah, and then I guess just third thing, check in with this Kareth guy, see what he's got.
Yeah. All right. As you walk into what looks to be like an old shop, as he had bought it up in this newfound boom of missing shop owners. He took this as an advantageous opportunity to buy out an old shop and convert it into basically a tinker's playhouse. As you quickly learn, he is an artificer. He is a halfling.
That's class.
And he has a great interest in you, and we can just do it, actually. As you walk in, you see a halfling working on this large box, and just kind of as he breaks in and sees you, he's like, got the artificer goggles that all artificers have, and she's like, Surge in the tips. I was hoping you'd be coming by soon.
Yeah, I got your note. Very interested. I'm glad you like us, and tell me what you got for me. What can I help you with?
Yeah, so I have a couple crazy ideas.
I like crazy.
Well, at least people have been telling me I'm crazy. But there are these devices which I may or may not have stolen from a particular figure. But anyways, I've cracked the code. And in that code, and he brings out this like small little thing. Make an Arcana check.
I just want to say I love that in this world, every artificer is absolutely unhinged that we've met or played. Every single artificer is just absolutely unhinged.
They have to be.
And I'm in love with this archetype of like, if you're an artificer, you're fucking bananas.
To be in a world of magic and then still thinking like electrical creations is crazy, though.
That is crazy. Yeah, they have to be absolutely unhinged. You can make that rock. No. But what if...
Yeah.
I harness the sun's energy. Why would you do that?
Exactly.
No, guys, this is a good call.
What was the Arcana check?
And they've all got goggles. 20.
Ooh.
19 plus 1. Yeah.
Okay. He shows you this. It's a communication device. It resembles that of like a sending stone, but with your 20, it is here's what it is.
I call it email.
It has a couple things to it. I didn't expect you to roll that high. I didn't think you were very smart, but dice.
Now and then, yeah.
Sometimes roll 19s.
It does have a symbol on it, but it looks like it was a modified communication device. The symbol on it is a carved circle within the middle of it, an N that connects to that stuff. So make a history check. It's a very small symbol on the bottom that you notice.
History. 10.
10. Yeah, you're unable to identify what the symbol is, but you do recognize it as a communication device, and it is definitely synced up to other devices like it. And our artificer here has created, basically taken the magical energy and redirected it and kind of like adjust this wire, like, and you'd like, now, in theory, what should happen is when we turn this and just
we should be able to, wait, I can't hear the sound. What's that? Yeah.
It's good.
It should be like a small town device where we should be able to connect to other devices, and we can send your music throughout the world.
My face just lights up. I'm like, yes! I love this idea.
He's basically attempting to create pirate radio of the underground, whatever communication device this is. And it's asking
ham
you...
radio enthusiasts played music.
No! Oh, that's all. Okay, all right. It's a radio. I thought it was going to be just like an amplifier or something like that. But it's a radio though, basically.
Yeah,
or in a way.
He explains and is attempting to develop this pirate radio and needs a band to basically he wants to display music.
Yeah, we're. This is a fantastic. How long have you been working on this?
Years.
All of it.
Years.
All of it. It's been all of what I've done.
Well, I am very interested and honored that you would ask me and my band to be a part of this. Guys, this sounds pretty great. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even see you all here. Sorry, my goggles can really focus.
I mean, you said Surge and the tips are here, so I was playing along.
I did. But I gave you the note. Anyways.
Said bring them all.
Yes, that would be lovely. Yeah, I found this small, weird magical communication device years ago, and I started hearing voices from it, and I reversed the signals and created these devices to hopefully redirect them elsewhere, and hopefully other devices will be able to hear what we put into it. In theory, that is the case. So, people from towns all over Ethereum should be able to hear your music. Towns you've never even been to before.
Dad, I'm touched. This is a dream. Yes, what do you need from us? What do we need? What do we need to do? How do we start?
Well, we're going to need more resources to boost this signal.
Okay.
I'll give you some more information here in the future. This is the quest NPC part of the D&D thing where, like, here's the initial quest, and come back after your downtime and decide what you guys as a party want, like what thread you guys would like to tug, and there will be more information then.
Flawless. I do want to just over the table, if there exists radio, which we've now established, Barry's flying skyship would have it on full blast.
Through the, just blasting. Just a rat in a cage. Oh, this is.
He's just like, is that a boat? And it's just like,
turn on the radio. Nah, fuck it. Turn it off.
Turn it off.
Oh, this is so.
Guerrilla radio.
I love this. Right. This is so cool.
All right, so that is a quest thread for you.
Mm-hmm.
You talked to Loris, talked about the festival. Anything else? You can also do shopping. So you guys can really just buy most things off of the regular equipment list here with your gold. So if you guys want to do that either between sessions or after I've already came to you, if you want to buy certain things for adventuring.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't have anything unusual, so I'm good.
That's all right. I think the next highest up was a 16.
16. I think Pam
Who did
16 as well.
Yeah, we both did.
You want to go or me?
I don't care.
Highest dex. Who's got the bigger dex?
Who's got that bigger dex?
10. I have 10 decks.
I have 14.
All right, Pem.
I just want to be planting trees.
He's got to catch up.
I gotta catch up.
Nice.
My whole mission in life is to plant these trees, and I haven't done one.
Why don't you roll a nature check, and then we'll times it by...
Roll a d20 and times it by that number.
This is my
How many plant trees do you think you could plant in a day?
Nat 20.
23.
I was Nat 20.
Nat 20?
Nat 20.
Dude, he plants all the fucking trees. There's so many trees.
Would you like to spend... I hate doing resolving your entire backstory in a downtime, but it was all just, you needed to plant, 100 trees?
It's 100 seeds, yeah. So
100 seeds? I mean...
Not super.
I mean, that's not resolving it. That's just like, now what?
Now what? That's just
now it's an existential gambling crisis.
Now we can go back to his hometown and do the ceremony or whatever.
Why don't we just say Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I like that. So you spend days planting these tree seeds. There were special seeds given to you by your druidic circle.
Hell yeah.
Around not only in the Shrobai Wood area of town, but outside of town as well, along the gates. And having with your Nat 20, having completed this ritual, it's one of those things that you've procrastinated your entire life, and then after you're done, you're like, oh, it was only.
That literally didn't take that long.
That didn't take that long at all. Like you procrastinating going to DMV for like 2 months with an expired license, but you're like, oh, it only took 5 minutes actually.
Oh, I gotta do that.
I've done that.
I know a guy that's been driving on expired plates for over a year. I know a guy.
Straight to jail.
You know two now.
I was.
The last 2 times I've went in to get new registration, I've had to get new plates because they.
Well, I just mean like my license. There's a whole never mind.
But yeah, it's basically that. It's basically
they
that
delayed it because COVID. Yada yada. I'm not a criminal.
We have 45 minutes to get through everybody.
You've something you procrastinated for so long, and then now you're like, oh, that's really all it took. With all the last month here, you've dismantled vampires. First of all, you have 2 flashy fire bracelets, which I believe you would probably test those out as you're planting trees and getting bored between planting trees.
He's burning down just as many trees as he's planting.
As out there, you probably don't. None of you guys see this, but he's on his little walkabouts planting seeds. He just the bracelets together. He can just summon daggers in his hands and throw fire daggers. Now, but that's something he can do. Yeah. Anything else? I mean, that you'd like to get done? I can always.
I didn't, expect to roll nat 20 on the.
Yeah, hey. So I guess with all of them planted and something where you're like, oh, that didn't take too long. Now, that once your bag is empty, you can go back to the Windoros estuary where you came from, where your druidic circle is, and if you show them your empty bag of seeds that you've carried your entire life, there will be it's basically like the rite of passage coming of age for druids that you've just procrastinated and put off and lazily not done for 100 years.
Well, I thought it was a time limit of 100 years, like a set. No, it has to be 100 years. Oh.
So
you can help. There's gonna be a lot of churchy stuff going on if you're trying to indoctrinate.
Yeah, I would like to help with that for sure.
Okay,
definitely be trying to indoctrinate people and help with the church and
All right. Well, you can interject yourself with Quoben here, as we'll go to you next, Quoben. So with a month of downtime, we can just run a scene first, and then you can tell me what you want to do after. Okay. As you get back to the church, I'm assuming either with the party or with Pem or
whoever wants to be there is fully invited, and I assume Lionel would be there by force. He's not invited; he has to. It's his job.
Yeah,
I'm there for sure.
There's a very Knights Radiant regaled half elf female, hair tied up in a very almost like warrior bun, think like Mulan, but white hair, very sleek features and athletic but slender, very agile, but the armor on top of it, plate. She wields a elven blade and a shield that resembles has a moon of Sehanine on it. And as you get there to the church, she kind of flashes and goes, "Are you Quoben? I've gotten your letters."
Yeah, yes. Do I know her title?
Lionel Morris, who signed
Yes, that is my manservant here.
I bow.
Oh, yes. Well, you know, we've heard your name, Quoben, in the Durnage through the city of Yeselnori for quite some time, but I didn't quite think you had it in you. And, but you've proven the church otherwise, and, well, we would like to induct you into the Radiant.
What? I
start clapping.
I don't quite know what to say. Thank you. It is an honor.
You've just with these moonstones, and I've walking into the church here. I mean, you weren't here, but it was honestly quite the mess. But I've heard great stories about you and how you've handled some of the other lycanthropes in town here.
Yes, I've been just doing Sehanin's work.
And the mess of this town we will get to in time, but until then, I believe it is my honor to mock your way into the Knights Radiant, and we can give you some bigger tasks.
It would be my distinct honor and pleasure to serve the Knights Radiant.
Now, I see you carry a maul, right?
Yes.
Or a hammer?
A maul.
Well, that shall do. Do you have any more moonstones to provide?
I think Lionel has 2 more that we were carrying. Yeah, so
you did, Danny.
Lionel?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
The moonstones, please.
I dig into my pockets and I boop boop the moonstones.
All right.
There you are.
Boop, boop.
Great, that should work. And I have your ones you sent in. Lovely stones, by the way. Well, shall we? There's a spot, and she leads you and just starts walking. In a very.
I am a bitch.
And Lionel, you piece together in a way you're like, oh, he'll fit in. Like you get the like, oh gosh, here we go. Like another one, but with actual authority. As Coben, oh yes, falls right in line. She's like, heads into the church.
Like peak manners and like politeness, nobleness. I'm on my game right now.
Yes, she goes to the statue of Sehanin. Takes a moment, takes a bow and a kneel.
Do the same thing.
Let the ceremony begin, and then she goes to the quarterstaff and just. And kind of pulls it out of its socket, and then Sehanin just moves back, and the statue moves back about 10 feet, revealing this like basically pool with a little. Then after it's kind of like out of the pool, it's like almost like picture a clear, almost white pool, but very silky water. As out of it, just kind of, no, not cummy. It's not sticky like.
Jesus.
As it comes up.
And what up?
It comes up, but it's not coming.
And it has a little spot. And she takes the moonstones and puts them on there, and then she takes some silver off of one of the little pyres and starts doing a ceremony. And the moonstones forge and then start pooling off and kind of melting and into the water. And she goes, your weapon, please.
I hand it over with 2 hands. I present it.
Yep. She takes it and then like sets it on a stand and then takes a like real silvery urn and then dips it in the pool of the melted moonstone and then just pours it over and says a little and the blessing to the great moon maiden, as she just keeps like taking it and pouring it over the hammer. And then takes the last little bit and then uses some magic and turns into a little runestone and goes, and this is for you to place in the handle. She hands it to you. And roll a D100.
Oh shit!
This is
boy.
what I'm talking about.
Either roll really high or really low.
All right.
Or right
all right.
in the middle.
Ooh, I like those options.
Roll a 1, a 50, or 100.
Oh no. 38? That feels bad.
That does feel bad.
I don't know. It feels like not a good.
That's an ugly number.
It's a terrible number. This is the worst case.
It's not even prime.
It's a -1 weapon.
As you go with this new little moon runestone, and you place it into the like right above what? There's the pommel.
The hilt. The hilt.
The haft.
Not the shaft.
Haft feels good. Haft.
The part between the handle and the actual maul, you can now see that there's a bunch of different like magical indentations for these runestones where they all perfectly fit. And you take one and place it right above where the handle is, and as it does, it's kind of and you can add a moon hammer to your.
Nice.
You should be able to.
Just like that?
Just like that. There are a bunch of different inlays, but as you rolled a 38, it currently is just a +1 maul.
That's what happens.
But there are each time you level it up, it will get. These are very sanctimonious weapons in the church, and usually they are passed down, but they are weapons that you will keep with you and follow Knight's Radiant with, as it will get stronger and stronger with each ceremonial runestone.
+1 to hit, +1 to damage?
Correct.
Okay.
As you do more tasks for Knight's Radiant, you will be able to
get more thingies?
Roll on that table again and add more to.
Oh, that's kind of so exciting. That's wildly high.
That's sweet. Can I ask her for a moment of her time?
Yeah, of course.
Excuse me. I hate to really bother you. I know it's not really a task of yours, but I'm wearing a set of armor that I really don't want, and I can't seem to take it off.
Oh.
It hurts, and
it fucking hurts.
It hurts every night. Every morning I wake up sore.
It's just been torture.
I've had it on for days, and I wake up tired.
He just wakes up screaming again, like.
Let me take a closer look. Now, of course, I rolled that 20. Oh, wow.
Of this turn of events.
Do you want that off?
Yes, I do.
Like so much.
She presents. She like reaches into her pouch and like, here. It might hurt, and it just gives you a cloth rag to bite on, and then just casts remove curse on you as you feel all the tentacles just withdraw from your torso.
I pass out. I fucking pass out. I don't even bite. I just immediately fall backward.
What? Where on earth did you get a cursed piece like this?
I wake back up, and I'm just like, I'm shoving it away, pushing it with my cane or umbrella, whatever I have, just
both,
just getting it away from me. Yeah, just.
I loved that journey for Lionel. Yeah, try it. Pain is a construct. It's not a construct. It's not a construct. It hurts every day. It hurts every day.
Well,
thank you. Well,
quite welcome.
I don't know how to deal with these things, but if you can destroy it or take it to the church, just get it away from anybody. I don't wish this upon anyone.
She then turns to Quoben, much in the same manner that Quoben has turned to you many times with orders in the past, and just goes, Quoben, just get rid of it.
Good.
Whoa, shook. But he doesn't show it because
You wait till she leaves because I'm going to tell you to get rid of it. As soon as she walks out of the room, Lionel, take care of this.
But she, after the ceremony of granting you the weapon.
All right, yeah, so I know what I want to happen.
Yep. I was going to say that was just the scene I wanted to give you. And
all right, so I'm playing politics. I want to rebuild the council. I want the Church of Sehanine, whoever is the new person in charge, if it's her or if it's the other guy that came back, I want them on it. I want to also go around and spread word, have all the people that come to church spread word about how the Church of Sehanine were the ones who saved the town, and it wasn't the Silent Monks, and it wasn't the Druids, and it wasn't the Town Guard, and it wasn't anyone else but the Church of Sehanine who came to save them. I want to go to Emilar and convince him that he needs to be the people's representative on the council.
Let's stop right there.
Okay.
Make a persuasion check with advantage because I assume Pem would be on this.
Pem, are you on this information campaign? Okay.
I feel like that's right in this alley, right in the wheelhouse.
What is this?
Persuasion.
Persuasion. Natural 20. Let's go.
All right. So you've successfully, over this month, campaigned for the church with Pem and some of the other churchgoers of Sehanine to usher Kaladi, the person who's granted you your Moonhammer, and convince her to basically stay here in Mylari and take up as head of the church.
And like the town. With the council.
And now with the spot on the council, on this new council.
And then the other one is I want to convince Emlar that he needs to be on the council as the representative of the people. And also I want to make sure our new friend there, I really enjoy the picture of a mind flayer really just getting into the brewery life in a town. So I want to make sure Emlar and him
are good.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like with MLR, actually, no, I feel like this is more so of I think we should scene it out. So how do you approach MLR with this offer? Or maybe with the Mind Flayer relationship?
Well, it would just be to it was in the same situation as him. Captured against its will, held prisoners, things done to it, and it can't make it home. Unlike the people of this town, its way home is cut off. And it suffered for years, so I'm going to try and play to his,
yeah.
Treat it well.
I guess you really don't. Does that make another persuasion check, just without advantage?
13.
Okay. He seems skeptical at first, but over a few days, he sees the Mind Flayer about the temple, keeping to himself. And he's divulges to you he's been living a double life, after running from basically going AWOL from the military. He's created this fake life in Mylari under a different name, and we'd like to continue that and could use an extra hand around the brewery.
And what better way to seal your new life than to become an influential boon to the town?
And as he's like, all right, Uda Zongo, whatever. As you hear, they're walking away to go show him the ale house brewery, you hear so do you know anything about beer?
Yeah, this is what I want. This is exactly what I want.
As they go off. And you know that MLR is very experimental and looking
they're
for
gonna have some real
effects of
psychedelic
stuff.
shit.
There's going to be some real psionic beers coming out of
he's gonna have
Lone Wolf Brewery.
if you split a shot with someone, you can communicate telepathically for like the next day. These are the kind of brews he's coming up with.
Okay. And then also to expand on the information of you do hear about tales. This elf comes down from the mountains called Lorsan, Lorsan. Tells stories of a great beast. That there was a group of 4 Night Radiants that went up there to investigate, and that they were the only survivor, and that one of them had turned or was fighting something inside of them, but they were unable to help, and then it turned on the group, and that they were the only one to escape.
Awesome.
But then just kind of proceeds to help around the temple a little bit.
Yeah.
But
Got it. And then the other thing I just remembered, I am not as forgiving as this guy who owns the mansion we burned down wants me to be. So I would also like to try and hold him on charges.
Okay.
Of some kind of like reckless negligence and like negligent homicide, or like the things of like you enabled this, and like we're not just gonna be like, oops, I'm rich and I rented out my place and people died. It's crazy.
I feel like that'd be a really I feel like a judge and jury scene would be really fun to play out. Why don't you write that down and we'll do that next week, because
okay.
Oh man.
Yeah.
As
he's not getting off as easy as he wants to be getting off.
As what we'll do is like you present you present the charges, and they go through, and he obviously wants to fight the charges, so but your court date is a month in advance, and we'll have the downtime, and then
the important people in town with people that we like.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but that guy, I want.
That'll be fun to do. We'll do that next week. All right. Okay. So, Sving and Lionel, what were your initiatives again?
11.
11 and 13, I think.
Yeah, I had a 13.
All right, Lionel. So over this time. Oh yeah, I already told you that the arts were starting to reblossom in Toka Town in the square, and Loris took back over the theater. What would you like to do over this month of downtime?
I would like to participate in the theater and maybe like get the kids who maybe lost some people or lost their parents, and just kind of like give them a place to feel safe, and just like pretend and kind of forget all that shit and all that junk. So I'll be like volunteering at the theater, trying to build it up again.
I think Colvin would come to every show that Lionel was performing in. Just for
I actually don't perform.
Then I wouldn't come at all.
Okay. But there is something I think that would be fun to do.
Sure.
I'm going to use some thievery stuff, and on my days off, or nights off rather,
nights between your 4 hour sleeps.
Yeah. Throughout the month, I'm gonna place little thieves' cant clues to collect a small group of pretty good individuals that if they can find these things.
Yeah.
I know that they're good at what they do. I'm gonna try and do it for 5. So the first 5 that come, I'll tell them to meet me at the ruins of the mansion.
Okay. I guess my follow-up question was going to be where would they meet? There are, in the unfortunate loss of a lot of people going missing to the Underdark, there are open buildings and stuff. So you could rent out a spot of like an old town or something for.
I wanted it to be really underground. Just like
like literally
very-
underground, or
not literally underground, but I guess yeah. I don't want to like, hey, I'm gonna use this spot for a thing. I just like wanted to like just meet me here.
okay, in like one night of like the burned down mansion.
Yeah, for like the people that are sketchy and like good at what they do.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I don't think we need to check for this because it's over like such an amount of time. Actually, I'll make a check. Okay. That's something I kind of want to play out next week too. Of like you meeting, we'll do like your notes over the time of a meeting for a certain date, and that date is, a month down the line. It'd be like you put enough clues over over these weeks to like you've done the math in your brain of like, all right, I should be able to get 5 people by this time, and like basically tell them to meet, every day at this or every night at this certain time at this spot.
Yeah.
And then the one night you show up, we'll play through that.
Perfect.
What's your intent? Is just getting the best of the best?
I want to get the best of the best, and my intent is to have a small underling group that fetches Moonstone for Quoben. And but I want them to mail it in under his name to
I have no idea.
To the Church of Saturday.
Let's do I want to check involved. Let's do a persuasion check.
Okay, but I'm gonna show up at the last meeting where I see all of them. I'm gonna show up in my all blacks, really tight, almost spandexy, and I'm gonna wear my comedy mask from like the theater.
Yeah. Okay.
Stuff. Persuasion.
Yeah.
Can I do something that might help?
Yeah, of course.
There's 5 of them, right? I said 5.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna put 1,000 gold down, and they'll split it between the 5.
All right. Yeah, definitely roll with advantage.
14.
Okay. Yeah, and we'll play that out next week. We'll do like a cool little vibey thing. Last but not least, unless you want to do anything else, we don't need to shop for stuff. So if you guys do want to take gold and just buy things, you can do that between weeks.
Well, I don't know.
You know what?
One thing, but it's so expensive.
I'm going to shoot a wandering arrow real quick just to see, just like one time.
You do have. I'll let you to roll it a few times if you'd like.
Okay. What do I roll again? I'm trying to see.
D100.
D100. Okay.
Just how many nights, I guess, you would like to?
I'll do it once a week. So I'll roll 4. I'll roll 4 times.
Perfect.
What's this do?
54
So-
for the first one.
Okay. So once every week or so,
28.
Lionel forges the star bow off of him and finds a roof or something and just shoots it into the night sky as an attempt to contact the Star Wanderer god.
All right, I didn't get it any of the weeks. But
Oh, dang.
What do you have to get?
I have to roll a 2 or less.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy.
But it will get better if it upgrades.
Yeah.
I didn't want to make it super, because it's basically a channel divinity, but
Yeah.
low. You got like level 3, so I was like, oh, let's keep it low. All right. If that's it, Sving, do you have stuff that you would like to do during this downtime?
I feel like I have a lot.
Okay, let's just hit me the bullet points.
Okay, so is there a blacksmith in town?
Mhm.
All right, I'm
We have
going
one that's
to
our friend.
a blacksmith.
Yeah, the one me and Lionel met. One's
Yeah.
brother on the way in. I forget his
Okay.
name.
So
Go to
first
him.
off, for this whole month, do we get our max HP back?
Yeah, so those of you that got bitten by the vampire, just one long rest brings your max HP back.
Okay.
So after one good night's sleep, you are
I'll
all
fix
good.
that. Okay, so then there's a blacksmith. I want to work either for the hunting group, the town's guard, or do just like some private investigating around town for money. I'm gonna use all that money to try to get medium armor built for Eagle-Eye and
You guys
light
just want
armor.
to split the money and put it in your inventory so everyone knows how much?
Yes.
Yeah, we could do that.
It was 3,300 divided by 5 is 660 a person.
Well, there's some gold missing.
Yeah, there's some more. There's some more in there.
You're muted.
Insight check.
Nobody counted it. I was only one.
Okay, how much does everyone get?
2,000 divided by 5.
2,200.
5.
2,300.
Okay. It is 460 a person. I did that in my head. I didn't have a calculator open already.
460 per person, right?
Mm-hmm. Lionel, you take the.
Let me. 920.
Yeah, because you're carrying mine. I'm not carrying mine.
So Sving, you are.
I'm working.
Yes.
I am trying to get medium armor made for Eagle-Eye and WoW. Medium armor for Eagle-Eye, light armor for WoW. So I'll have to go to a blacksmith for one and a tanner for the other.
Yeah, I think for. I don't know if I'm gonna allow armor on the Beastmaster pet, but I definitely will on the mount.
The Beastmaster is considered a medium beast.
Okay, let me.
Is its like creature type?
Yeah,
is a beast. So okay, well we can talk about that.
I'll look at that. Yeah, we'll message about that. The barding equipment you can definitely get. What sort of armor were you thinking?
Probably. I feel like chain would not be good on a mount, so maybe plate. I don't know.
Plate will be hella expensive.
Okay.
So take the armor cost times 2 because it's going to be for a large creature and custom built. So you can basically you just write that down, then you can go through and however much money you want to spend. You guys do have the relationship with the blacksmith, so if it's going to require metal, you do get 20% off.
That's what we came to the conclusion of in that TikTok.
Yep. So take 20% off if it's metal, but if you just want to do hide or some sort of leather stuff, it will be full price.
Okay. So that's that thing. While I'm not, I would like to know how much I'm making while I work.
Yes. I will look that up real quick. What's your next thing?
The next thing is I would, in my downtime while I'm not working, I want to spend time at the temple. I want to start to like go to the worships, like the masses or whatever you want to call them. Specifically, I'd like to talk to Coben about the faith, the lore, and my condition. And then also if there's any, like whenever the Knights Radiant Ladies around, I'd want to be there for all that shit.
Okay.
I want to send a letter to Target Sleesh, the Elder Tabaxi from Alabama, and let him know what's been going on.
Okay.
And just inquire about what's been going on in Alabama. Make sure that nothing crazy's happened with the Alexis Stone, all that shit.
Okay.
Can I get the Mind Flayer armor? Is that available or was it destroyed? What did Lionel do?
I don't think that we are capable of destroying it. Nor do I think that we have.
He said he did say he would be spending a lot of time around the temple. So I think you would have either been there when Lionel took it off. You would know where it is, and it is available.
What happened is she told me to get rid of it. I don't know how to get rid of it. Lionel wouldn't touch it, so I put it in a bag in a corner.
Okay, so that might be something we can do next time. Is me like?
I think I just was like, yeah, just pop it on.
So, before we get to that, the last thing I want to do is teach Coben sarcasm.
Yeah.
All right, that we can RP that. Let's do your survival check for your amount of money you make.
Survival check. I can do survival.
And I'll take the lifestyle bonus, but just depending on how good this check is.
Survival was 12.
Oof. You made a modest living over this month, which is 1 gold piece. I think a day.
Damn.
No,
30 gold pieces ish.
30 gold pieces as you spent every day. You went out and you hunted with the tribes and.
Look, adventuring is lucrative. It's way more lucrative than hunter.
There's a reason you go out to adventure. But you made a modest living doing that, and
I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford the armor.
It'll be expensive.
Because that's probably something I would have commissioned. Like, I'm going to be working here. I'm going to be making this much. Here's what I got. At the end, I'll have this much. Commission the armor.
You should be able to afford it.
Because you can't write down anything. You have to go only on word of mouth deals.
Yep.
Next week, we'll RP that scene of you trying to barter. We'll set that up.
Leave it to a check.
No, I think we should do it in person. Of like, you've been hunting every day. You've got your stuff. You're like, okay, here's what I want to do, and we'll do that shopkeeper thing.
If they want me to sign anything, it's gonna be a big X.
Oh, I was thinking pop rent.
Oh, I like that. I fucking like that. Just
Can I do what? Or he's still going. I just want to.
No. That's the last thing. Is teach Coben sarcasm. That was my last thing, which we'll RP next week. So.
All right, we'll RP sarcasm. Yeah, write that down. And before we get back to you, Lionel, the people under lycanthropy or that have been bitten or chosen, if you're in a different state of mind,
we are.
We're all about it. Come on, I'm spending every night at mass.
So for the following day, Sphinx, you are able to transform at will, but that subsides after like 24 hours after the city even glow.
Okay.
And it goes dormant for a bit for all of you who are lycanthropes, but some of the stats stay there, but the willingness to transform does not. And your dreams flow with as you almost become more feral, as you're like, those of you who are have been bitten by a wolf are, chasing rabbits in your dreams. And Lionel, you're soaring the skies at night.
Turning your head around 360.
Yeah. And
I think I'm just doing regular
Surge, you're kind of running about as a small boar, doing whatever boars do. I don't fucking know.
You're rolling in the mud. You're rooting around for truffles in your dreams. You're just sniffing around in the dirt.
I like it. Yeah, that's what I'll do.
But I guess each of you roll
I do anything different because I'm
roll
an
intelligence check, just regular intelligence.
Regular old intelligence.
All three of you that have been bitten by lycanthropes.
9.
Okay, 9. Yeah, you act.
16.
You're like,
where is intelligence?
I'm just being a cat
saving throw?
because I'm a cat and I'm a cat.
No, just up on the top. Just press that intelligence plus whatever.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, okay. I
Yeah.
see it. Oh, it was almost a 20. 15.
16 for me.
okay, so both of you, Lionel and Surge, you know that the next moon cycle could be problematic. And you don't have control over this, and it will come as a detriment at some point if you fail that. You know that if you're out with your group somewhere and it is a full moon on an intense cycle, it could pose a problem.
Okay.
Do we have to be in moonlight of the full moon to change?
What was your intelligence check?
This is
9.
Not,
I know. 9.
This is not for Sving. This is for me as a player.
I know. It's
Exactly.
funnier.
That's even better.
Yeah.
That's even
It'll
better.
play
I
better
love
if you
that.
have
You
no
don't know,
fucking
girl.
idea.
You're gonna have to figure that out.
Just
So,
because it's your birthday doesn't mean you can just know
Yeah,
things.
stop trying to play the birthday card.
I love the. Yeah.
You always do
Fucking
this.
dude. The owl shit, like.
Yeah.
All right. Lionel had something, I think, and then Serge, you had something.
Yeah.
I just want to buy a nice bottle of wine. Just a really good bottle of wine.
Yeah.
Like
How
pretty,
nice?
like pretty expensive.
I mean, you could spend probably upwards of 40 gold on a bottle of wine.
I'll drop a 40 gold bottle.
All right, you gotta.
More than a month's work for Sving.
And then I'm going to
Hunting every day out there at sunrise.
There's a bottle that you just threw it at.
and
I steal the bottle.
No. And I am
Bad
going.
kitty.
Yeah, just your hand. I am going to place it on Quobin's nightstand with a little card that says, "Here's to many more promotions in the future."
Oh.
And that'll be the same night I go and meet with those other 5.
Yeah,
All
and
right,
as you
nice.
drop it off a gift. Oh, Lionel, purchase me a set of armor. Better than this, please. Round town.
How much better, sir? Just better, or?
Yeah, there's only 2 in the basics. There's either plate or splint mail. And I think plate's probably too expensive because it's 1,500, so I assume splint.
Okay.
Just go to your treasure
Oh,
room.
200 gold. Or minus 20%. So 160 gold.
Just like that.
It's
We nailed
easier. Easier.
Great.
It is much easier.
I will go ahead and put that order in for him.
All right. And
I'll
with your
put
relationship
splint
with
armor
whatever that guy's name is, I can't think of it right now. That's
Okay.
what 4 IPAs will do.
And then I dip before he can see the bottle.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I
and
drink
Serge,
it
what-
without mentioning it. I get drunk in my room, and I don't mention it to him. Awkward.
All right. So we have a last bit of time here for tonight. We can frame it. I know a couple of you have said like what you'd be doing and what scenes we'll just get to next week as it comes to. I think it'll be. I think it was it was a show, a meeting, and things barding equipment,
And a trial.
and oh yes, the trial.
The trial. Yep.
So the trial at the end of this month.
And teaching
this-
Coven sarcasm.
Yes.
That'll be good.
And
Bit of
Serge,
a- yeah.
what would you like to do?
Yeah, just real quick. I forgot. Lionel gave me a book of reading or learning Draconian for dummies over the month. I would have liked to study that and try to pick up another language. I don't know how long that would take or
More than a
rolls, whatever you need. Yeah.
I'm on 2 years of Korean. I still suck.
Danny can read it though, right?
Danny tries.
I try. It hits every time.
It's a good joke.
It is.
Just a book for dummies. Let's say that would be a hard check to learn a full language in a month. So roll an intelligence check with DC 15 to completely learn the language over a month.
All right.
And if you get 10 or above, you know how to ask where the bathroom is.
Yeah.
Intelligence. Oh, wait, is that no? Okay, that's a 7. Not great. I
You
thought it was
don't
a
know
1.
how to ask where the bathroom is.
No, I have not learned.
Yeah. You're starting to pick up on the letters, and it's a struggle, but you don't completely learn a new language. Who got the book off of the werebore? Orc.
Is that Pem? I feel like it was Pem.
Pork.
It was
You're
probably me.
Muted.
It was
Chris,
a
you're
book.
muted.
It was a book of like health and diet tips that were charged with magic.
Wasn't me.
I think that
No, because I think Schwing picked it
Schwing
up
took
and then
it and
handed
gave
it to
me.
Pam.
Yeah.
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 Schwing was like, I got this book, but like, what does it say?
That's
It
right.
can be read. It can be read over a period of 6 days, studying the book. So, if whoever would like to read it, let me know who reads it.
I would like to.
Are you gonna hire someone to read it to you?
I mean, he gave it to me, so I guess I'll read it and tell
Will
him
you read it
what's
to
in
me?
it.
Will you read it fucking to me?
You have to. You spend You spend like a. So it takes 40 hours of reading. And it must be done over 6 days or fewer. Studying the book's contents and practicing what's inside. So after you've been planting seeds, basically you read a manual of bodily health. So you're just really on a improvement journey here. You've been
He's on
out
a
in
juice
nature.
cleanse. He's on a
You've been out
cleanse.
in nature. You've been figuring out how to make salads and things
and he
that
like
are good
caught
for you.
religion too. Like
Yeah,
he's having a fucking journey, dude. He's having a month.
But when you
He's gonna be
finally
really
close
annoying
that last page, you go, that's good. You feel a magical energy like kind of radiate from the book, and then you're like, wait, what was that? And you open the book back up, and all the pages are blank.
Oh no! Thing is
but-
going to be so upset.
Your constitution increases by 2.
Oh wow!
Holy shit!
Shit!
That's fucking good.
That's fucking.
He's gonna be.
Fuck yeah!
So
That's way too good.
That's like actually insane. Yeah.
That's broken.
By 2.
I won't tell
not,
Schwing
not
about
by
that.
+2, right?
Yeah, by 2.
Right. By
By
2. But that's one whole thing of.
Yeah.
That's a +1
So, yep.
at least.
Oh no! I love that reaction.
Oh no, he read it to me.
I read
Yeah,
it
read
to you
the
to
whole
figure
book.
out what to tell you.
He read it to me, and then he got the buff.
I don't know how to tell you that.
That's amazing.
all the pages go blank, and it seems to.
This is the funniest outcome.
just a
to
blank
saying, my
book.
character can't read is like an offhand thing. This is
Can you read this book for me? Yeah. Oh shit.
I feel better after that.
That felt like a very stupid book. I got
Yeah.
nothing out of it. I'm going to bed. Good night.
Hell yeah. As we're at the perfect time for a conclusion of the first arc of the campaign.
So funny.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the werewolf vampire political corruption arc. And
It was great.
It
to
was solid.
whatever thread you guys would like to pull, which you guys can have a conversation about. I try to put little clues for each of you. On stuff that you could look into more.
Yeah, we can do the group chat and just
do the group chat, and we'll figure that out, and then we'll prepare the next arc. Or either we can do basically like main quest, or we can do a side quest sort of thing, like picture 2-3 weeks episode, as opposed to a main quest, which I'm gonna write it shorter this time, and hopefully it'll be like a 10 episode thing.
So I did skip one of my bullet points. We can talk about that next week.
Is it quick?
Basically, I wanted to talk to the group about the stone that we found and how I think it correlates to basically my entire backstory. So I'll go through everything and let them know.
Okay, that might be a good.
I think we should RP that as a group.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
Yeah, I put a star by it, so we'll RP that shit as well.
Let's do that next week.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! As you guys go to rebuild the town of Mylari, and next week we'll get to the court case deciding Aladar Iridian's fate.
Yeah, that's gonna be
little
good.
potentially start of a thieves guild. I'm not quite sure what's going to be going on there, but I'll roll up some small little thieves canters, and potentially a pirate radio.
You should roll for the jury.
Continuing along the self-help journey of Pem, or the new hunting lifestyle of Sving, looking into the gems and their magical effects on the world. So we'll get into that next week with episode 16. So,
Sick.
Oh yeah. Thanks for watching. Thanks for chilling. Peace.
Peace.